because there are snakes coming out of the building, snakes on the roof, and there are also turtles that are crawling around at the entrance area.
Okay.
And everything is a bit symbolistic, but don't ask me exactly what the symbolism is.
Okay, I won't.
But it's a very beautiful building, and I like it.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah. See the golden snakes?
Yeah, I saw.
So when you look closer, you actually see that it looks like snakes are crawling down. Or you see the trees at the entrance area,
Yes.
and there are little turtles at the pot.
Oh,
Pots are actually like the turtles can move around with the pots, symbolically.
the art university is here. The back of the building.
The brown one behind the station. We're used to it now, but when they built it, everyone said it's super ugly. You already can see the St. Stephen's Cathedral over there.
Dome? Wiener Dome or something?
The big cranes.
Older buildings of Technical University, Vienna.
From 1850. There was nothing around it.
Can you say again the name of the church?
So this is called Karlskirche.
Karlskirche. Karl's Church.
Karl's Church, yes. Karlskirche. And when it was built, there was nothing around it. There was just the big city wall over here. City wall. And this was all green grass. And the church was built in, I think, 1560 or something like that. And it's like a copy of a church in Rome. So the style was very Roman. And in summer there's a water here, and it looks quite nice. For many people, especially in summer, when Corona, last year, because of Corona, all the clubs were closed, so the youth met here. And it was so crowded, and it was quite interesting actually. Yes.
Wow, good to know. Schwarzenbergplatz.
Schwarzenbergplatz. He fought the war. He was a mayor or something like that.
Oh.
And this is actually a very interesting place because in Vienna, when you look around, it looks actually a bit like Paris or something like that. Because usually the city is very like not direct, yeah, because everything grew. However, this is a fountain here, and the fountain usually is very pretty with lots of water and light and so on. And they made the monarch made the fountain because in 1800 Vienna had lots of diseases and the people were ill because they drank the Danube water, and the Danube water was dirty. Yeah. Because everyone shit into the Danube water, and when they washed clothes, they put all the water into the Danube water. So in 1800th century, the water was really bad. And the monarch had the idea he said, where is the best water? It's in the Alps. So he had an idea to make a huge pump from the mountains to Vienna. So Vienna, when you drink tap water, it's actually from the Alps.
Now, do you mean now?
So this water here
is from Alps.
My tap water is a perfect still water because it comes from the Alps and it tastes really good.
Good advert time.
Yes. So the monarch in 1800 wanted to show the people your water is now fresh.
Oh.
We took care of your water, and this is the symbol of the water, the big fountain. But there's also something behind this fountain. So this fountain is from 1800 something. But this thing here, this monument behind it, is actually from 1955, and it's a Russian memorial.
Yeah, it is. There is something Russian in.
It's a Russian memorial because in the Second World War by Hitler, Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Yes, four nations stopped Hitler. It was the Americans, the French, the British and the Russians. And for 10 years, Vienna was actually split into 4 parts, and Austria was also split into 4 parts, because the winners of a war can take the land.
Oh,
Yeah, so
they shared the land,
yeah,
right?
they can claim the land. They can say we won, so this is now French, Russian, British, American. Yeah, and that actually happened. Happened in Germany, for example.
Yeah.
And happened in Yugoslavia and everything. Vienna, Austrian Empire was really big. Austrian-Hungarian Empire. Venice was part of Austrian-Hungarian Empire. Belgrade was part of Austrian-Hungarian Empire. So you can imagine.
Yeah,
It's really big.
how big
yeah?
is?
Very big.
Yeah.
And it all collapsed, and everything went to the Russians, to the Americans, to the British, and to the French. And in Germany, they split it half. So the Russians got half, and the French, British, and Americans said they give back the country to the people who live there. Yeah. And so Germany, Eastern Germany, Western Germany, and Eastern Germany at some point the people fled to the west, of course, and so they said we don't want the people to flee, so we make a big wall. And actually in Austria we had a similar situation, because the Russians said no, we're not giving you back the country. Why should we? And then we made some kind of negotiation, and the negotiation was that we by law and by written agreement, we will not participate in a war anymore.
Oh.
And we will not make a war, support a war, or whatever. We become a neutral country.
Oh.
And that was the key thing. So because we became a neutral country, we got back Austria. Because Vienna was really, I'm not joking, it was split into 4 parts.
Yeah.
And it was really weird. Some people built
Story is very interesting.
Yeah, people built buildings, and then they said, but this is in the Russian zone, so we're not moving there, because if this turns into Eastern Bloc all of a sudden, then we are cut off from the world. However, the Russians got this nice memorial, and they also got money, I think. This is the French. The French got the big plot of land here to make the embassy in a very prestigious place. And the Americans got the entire street, the Boltzmannstraße. Yes.
I think it is also the crowded one and famous one of the streets.
And of course, for example, Yugoslavia, the old city core, the first district. And here used to be some kind of city wall.
It is not problem when we are stopping recording, right?
No, it's okay, but if it's green,
Okay.
you have to go.
Okay.